Yeah, all these horses in my car got me going fast.
Great chances there from Drake Rimsha. Good shift. Kings can't bury there. Loose puck controlled by the Golden Knights. Elvinas is able to get into the offensive zone, and they're now back at full strength.
Now the Kings had a couple of good opportunities. A shot that went off the pipe. Great net front presence there provided by Walsh as he stood right in front of the goaltender at the top of the crease, not allowing him to see the puck.
And it looks like Rimsha might be an equipment issue. He's hobbling back to the bench as he took a big hit. Almost looked like potential interference as he needs to be helped back to the LA Kings room, and we'll monitor that situation if we hear anything else, but that might not be an equipment issue. And while sent back into the LA end, that's going to be Peterson. Drops it off now for Clegg. Clegg to the right side of the ice. The Kings break it out from their own end. The Kings unable to score a goal power play, but did take 3 shots, also hit a crossbar as Drake Rimshaw. Really good opportunities. Here's Suzuki now. The Golden Knights able to get it back into the LA end. Behind the net now. Roy, the first one there, lowers his shoulder as he battles for the puck. The Kings unable to clear. Comes back to the right point. Snapshot through some traffic. Ends up wide of the net, and here we go. Our first fight of the evening. Mama spoke with him earlier today about that physicality. This is one of the roles that he's expected to play in these rookie games as he goes with Keegan Colasar. They can get pretty physical.
2 big bodies right there. Colasar goes about 225 pounds at 6'2". And Mama, another big body as well, about 6'1", 220 pounds as well.
Mama takes Colasar down. Colasar, a WHL champion with the Seattle Thunderbirds this past year. A lot of respect there as he gets a pat in the back from Mama. And it's also interesting joining this LA Kings organization, taking Manchester to the Calder Cup Championship. Meanwhile, shot on goal, save made there by Cal Peterson. And you know, the Kings development and the Kings coaching was also instrumental in getting Cal Peterson to sign with the club. He already had a little bit of a relationship with Dusty Emu in goaltender development and wanted to be able to work with Bill Ranford, LA Kings goaltending coach, and that development path, and those coaches were able to sell him.
Okay guys, I'm just recording some of Vegas' first time playing as a team. Awesome.
Nice job at holding his ground. Play coming off that short side. He made sure he didn't give up anything on the post. He was able to make that save, and he too catches with the right hand, so he's a blocker save for him. He's able to find the puck quickly, covered up, and force a face-off.
Roy goes along the boards in the backhand, hops up over the stick of the defenseman, and Dylan Coughlin.
Okay, one sec.
Too focused on line versus line matchups here. The first rookie game. The puck is over on the far side of the ice. Battle, big hit up along the boards, made on Evan Weinger. Near side now to Shera. Along the boards, can't clear. Kings keep it in. Near side, trying to get that towards Walsh was Weinger, intercepted by Vegas. They also make a hit. Kings take over though at their own blue line.
I'm going to be making the St. John Sea Dogs on Sunday. I'm going to get pictures of them and then make a video all about it when I get back. One Sunday at like 7, expect a video of the Sea Dogs.
Up along the left wing boards, gets a deflection there from Halbergwachs. Good job by Friend coming in, able to pressure the puck away. There's a battle for the puck just inside Vegas territory to Shera along the boards. And Vegas able to get a dump in back into the LA end. Muvarare, the first one there. More about him in just a little bit. Friend over to the far side, gets it right back. Pressured from behind his own net, tries to drop it off for Muvarare, who takes a huge hit head first into the boards. And this is going to be a penalty, and we're going to see a little bit more truculence here in this game and some perhaps dropping of the gloves, but that was a really tough hit. It was hard to see among those heading to the box right now.
Yeah, I think it was Alex Tuck was the player that delivered that hit. And as we get a look at it here, it looked like the Kings, as he was able to get in there quickly and make that contact.
That's a dangerous play, a tough play, somebody in a prone position near the boards. Muvarare looked to be okay getting up from that. Jacob Muvarare, somebody that was the last defenseman cut from Sweden's World Junior team last year. This year, he should be making that team, and there's a very good chance that he's going to play alongside in a defensive pairing with Rasmus Dahlin, who is projected to be very well could be the #1 overall pick of the draft in 2018. Meanwhile, looks like Alex Tuck is heading back to his dressing room as we're going to get some penalties here.
And it looks like the extra 2 minutes on the board right now for Alex Tuck. I'm not sure what the call is going to be made on the initial play. We'll see what it is.
Meanwhile, Alex Tuck, a player who came over to the organization from the Minnesota Wild. He's a 21-year-old, former first-round draft pick of the Iowa Wild in 2014. Good season last year with the with the Wild. 18 goals, 37 points in 57 games played. When you talk about players
who would get in there and make it around, establish a type of forecheck, that's the type of energy that you want on a team trying to establish themselves. Trying to minutes there, Tuck is, so the Kings will get their second power play. They are 0 for 1 on the man advantage. They generated some shots, including a shot that went off the post on their first power play.
Cale Clegg dances around the top of the point to the far side. Roy's shot blocked. Comes back over to that far side, back to Clegg. Steps in, sees an opportunity. Iafallo with a shot. Good glove save, knocking it down Thompson. Iafallo pressed into the boards. Roy with it. Roy backhands it. Maillet over in the left corner. Centering pass. Shot just up and over the net. Good opportunity there from Watson. Comes loose again, Iafallo. Iafallo. Top of the left, right circle. Once again to Maillet. Centering pass to Watson. His shot deflects up and over the net. Roy now. Backhands it back to Maillet. Protects the puck well. Good job shielding it. Tries to go back to Iafallo. Didn't get all of it. Has good pressure there from Vegas. Sent back up the middle. Golden Knights can't clear. Maillet, far side. One-timer. Pad save made on the shot by Roy. Back to Roy. Now Roy, the former Michigan Tech Husky, with a shot just wide. He was looking for deflection. Comes back towards the top or to the right point. Iafallo plays it. Down low. Iafallo centering pass. Bouncing puck. Roy, wrist shot just wide of the net. Comes back now towards Clegg. Touch pass, Iafallo. Touch pass now. Shot just wide by Watson. Ends up far side, Roy. Back to Maillet, left corner. Maillet looks for help. Try to centering feed. Watson with it. Watson with a shot off the inside of the post. Just missed out on a goal. It's the second time the Kings have found iron while on a power play here in this first period.
I think Thompson may have got a piece of that one, but a good release there just off to the right of the goaltender from the base of the face-off circle. He tried to go to the far side of the net, and the goaltender gets a little help from his post.
And into the offensive zone, Luff. Luff snaps it deep, far corner, now Iverson. Iverson tries a centering pass, off a skate, comes loose, bouncing puck, left corner, Anderson Dolan. Backhands it behind him. No one quite there in the immediate vicinity, but Falkowski snaps it wide. Right point now, Walker. Walker moves in, good skating, stops up, bottom of the right circle, down low, Iverson looks for help, checked off the puck, still battling, kicks at it. Left corner, Luff. Tries to backhand it back to Iverson. Golden Knights back at full strength. Kings now 0 for 2 on the power play. Had 2 shots on that man advantage. 1-0 Golden Knights late in the first period. And the puck comes back into the Vegas end. But again, Kings had all the zone time, had some good opportunities, shot wide a couple times, also rang one off the post.
Yeah, it looked like they were very comfortable out there, moving the puck around, did a nice job from the half wall, getting it back to the blue line. They established that net front presence. 2 shots so far, both coming off the man advantage, have gone off the post. So just goes to show you that the guys providing that screen have been able to take away the sight lines of Thompson.
Down low, Golden Knights in LA territory. Centering pass, shot, pad save made there. And a good opportunity by Glass. Good save by Cal Peterson. Kings unable to gain the zone. Golden Knights instead. Ika pressed off the puck, but we have a whistle here offsides into the LA end. 1-0 in favor of the
right back in the other direction.
Also good to see that Jacob Mubarare back there out on the ice after he had taken a big hit from Alex Tuck. As the face-off is going to be won by the Kings, but unable to hold on to the puck. Vegas looking for some offensive zone time. They scored in their first shift of the game, or I should say their first shot of the game. The Kings have enjoyed a heavy majority of the chances thus far. Turned over. Here's Imama into the offensive zone. Trying to center it towards Watson. Deflected off a stick, and here comes Suzuki. Drifts towards his right. Pressured by Roy. Takes a shot. Save made by Peterson. We'll have a stoppage with a...
Well, country, I remember I used to play for the Sea Dogs.
Have to open up, just make sure nothing goes through them. Exactly what Peterson was able to do right there.
Joe, what have you seen the Kings do as they've looked to get more comfortable and get their systems play going in this game?
Well, I think from the most part, offensively, they've been able to create numbers. They've activated their defense. They're moving up and down the ice in units of 5. So defensively, maybe on a couple of occasions, Vegas, because of some speed, has been able to create some decent chances off the rush. But I think for the most part, the Kings have created their offense off the rush and offensive zone time by creating numbers.
Nice job by Anderson Dolan knocking down a loose puck.
That three different broadcast things set up, one in each zone in the game.
Hey, I love it. I'm still waiting for the TSC gondola so we can have a really good view to broadcast this game. Into the offensive zone, though, penalty coming up here against LA. Shot ends up just behind the Kings' net, and the Kings are going to have to kill a penalty. The remainder...
I'm going for Las Vegas.
Well, we see Luff getting engaged with one of the Vegas players.
General Manager, Vice President Rob Blake, a distinguished career.
And the audio is the game, not my phone.
King, former Pittsburgh Penguins and Buffalo Sabres head coach, Dan Bilesma. formerly of Bowling Green.
A little bit surprising here, John. It looks like the penalty is going to go against the Golden Knights.
That is surprising because...
No, actually, probably looks like the Kings are getting one as well.
So that might have been something because there was a pile up behind the net as there were a couple
Anderson
of
Dolan is going to go for the Kings, and it's going to be Bykov for the Golden Knights. So it's going to be... That's what it's showing on the board.
The original call was going against the Kings. As we saw Thompson head back to the bench, and there was a pretty clear trip that looked like coming into the LA zone.
All right, now they've got it back to 4-on-4.
As that's what we're going to play now, 4-on-4 hockey.
Bykov is the player that's in the box for the Golden Knights. It's not even Jones. They got Jones on the board.
4-on-4, we shall be.
That's all it's
Special teams play. Lots of ice here. 90 seconds left here in this first period of action. And as the puck is drawn, Kings win the draw. Solid on the draws thus far as Falkovsky looks for options, backhands it behind him. Walker surveys, doesn't like what he sees, retreats back towards his blue line. Unable to play that one up the middle, up towards Marcineau. And here come the Golden Knights. A shot that was deflected, blocked, and here come the Kings in the other direction. Marcineau, right side. Weinger drops that off. One-timer there by Marcineau up and over Thompson. Weinger trying to backhand that down low on the cycle to Marcineau. Instead, it's going to be Hag. And the Golden Knights look to clear their zone. Hag left side of the ice towards the attacking end. Looking for options. Dropped off. Battle for the puck, left side hash marks. Kings come away with it. Kings won a battle there, and that's exactly what Mike Stothers is wanting to see here in this game. Win the majority of the battles, compete hard. That battle element is something that's going to be a heavy tool of evaluation here tonight.
Yeah, the Kings have always had that big, heavy, notorious, heavy tough team to play against, but they want to try to create and blend in a little bit more of a skill. So you still want to maintain the puck, but you want to battle. You've got to battle for the puck. All those 50-50 pucks, you want to make sure you own them, especially ones in the defensive zone.
Good job by Iafallo creating a turnover. Drifts behind the net, centering feed. Watson had his stick lifted up. Friend with a shot, deflects just wide. Brouillard battles with Watson. 11 seconds left in the period. Kings looking for one more attempt on goal here. Here's the Golden Knights. Bring it through the neutral zone, up the center of the ice, dished over to the left. Centering pass, unable to get a stick on that into the LA end. As a forward there,